So we knew this one would happen. We went into this transfer window knowing that there are some players that we're not going to be able to keep because the lure of the Premier League might be a little bit too much for them. And one of those players from the very start of the transfer window was Crysencio Summerville. You might see me repeatedly looking over in this direction because it's a very ongoing story as I'm speaking right now. But I'm going to give you all of the news on the fact that Crysencio Summerville is now in advanced talks with West Ham as we speak to complete a move. Now, apparently, from all sorts of things that we've heard, it's looking like personal terms aren't going to be an issue. It's a deal between the clubs that is going to be the problem. So I'm going to run you through everything that I can think needs talking about in terms of this deal as fast as I can, just to sort of give you the lowdown on what's happening, and then I'll go into a little bit more detail in a video later on. Hopefully that's okay, because that's what I'm going to do, because I wasn't ready for this. I've got another recording in an hour, and my camera's on charge, which is why I'm with the... Sorry about that, the dog's lost his mind with the bad camera. Sorry about that. So this entire sort of furore of news kicked off when Fabrizio Romano did that annoying thing that he does, where he sometimes just tweets out the eye emoji. We get it. You like being mysterious. That's fine. Basically, linking West Ham with Crysencio Summerville, implying that there is something going on there. Since then, everything seems to have spilled out and everyone's sort of having conversations about all of it. And Sky Sports Premier League then proceeded to follow that up. So that tells me there's been some big release from either club to journalists or agent to journalists. And the whole thing is very, very weird. So Crysencio Summerville is reportedly keen on the move. That makes me think that it's potentially agents talking to various members of the media, especially since, you want to start at your new club on a high. That sort of makes sense. And West Ham is an odd destination. Apparently, they put in an initial bid of something like £20 million and were, as a result, seemingly priced out of it. Because we said no to £20 million, because we thought Crysencio Summerville was worth significantly more money. Because I feel like he absolutely is. I think he's the Championship Player of the Season. £20 million is pretty poor for that. You're looking, what, João Pedro went for 30? 35, £40 million. Personally, I don't see West Ham effectively doubling their bid out of absolutely nowhere. It's very weird to me that West Ham would do that, so I really hope we've not undersold him. I'm hoping for that 35 to £40 million sort of range, unless there's something like a player swap that's happening at the same time. But at the end of the day, it was always going to be impossible to keep Crysencio Summerville going into this season because he was too good for the Championship now. However, there are no specific fee numbers yet known, which is a little bit of a problem because we can't really make these judgments. That'll come out in the next hours, days, and I will, of course, be talking about those when we find out. But from a Leeds United perspective, this effectively means that we are losing our top goal scorer from last season, and he will need a replacement. And this is why I feel like there's been so much discussion around Raksaki at the moment. Winger from Crystal Palace played really well in League One a couple of seasons ago. Stupidly, wasn't loaned out last year, but is still a very, very high-quality player. Got a decent amount of minutes last season, created a lot of chances, and I think could be a perfectly to replace Crysencio Summerville. Whether we get him on loan or permanently, I will be honest, I don't know, because this whole thing is very new and emerging. But yeah, the general gist seems to be that Summerville is on his way to West Ham. I don't know physically if that's the case, if he's in London, if he's still in Leeds, or if this is just to spark up a bidding war. But at the moment, West Ham being in advanced talk says that it is round the corner from being done. I think Leeds are set to lose Crysencio Summerville in the next couple of days, and we'll have a lot of work to do to replace that attacking output. This could also explain the Gabriel Sara links, because if we've got a bunch of money now, surely that could be on the cards. I've just realised I might have been looking at the wrong camera, but that's okay because this is a quick video. Hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below what you think about this entire thing. Is selling Summerville right? What sort of money do you think we'll get for him, and how do we replace his output? Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you later. Ta-ra. I was not ready to record right now. Jesus Christ. Bloody hell.